Okay, welcome everyone, and thank you guys so much for attending to your own healthcare and empowering yourself with education and some yoga to enjoy. So again, my name is Adrienne, and if you want to look up more about me, you can go to yogamigraine.com. When you sign up on our email list, you get a free self-care diary for migraine. And the best place to find me online is my Facebook group. It's at Yoga Migraine Facebook group. And I share weekly free short yoga practices every Tuesday. I go on live. So you already heard a lot about me, but let's just go over briefly what we'll do. I'll talk a little bit more about the benefits of yoga for migraine. And then we're going to do a short class where this is a type of sequence that you can do when you've been at the computer for a while and you need to get up and stretch. So it'll be a very balancing yet rejuvenating experience. You don't even need any equipment except a chair. You don't even need a yoga mat. And if we could all mute, thank you. So like you, I know what it's like to struggle with migraine. I've been living with migraine for 13 years. My daughter's turning 2 next week, and I have an 8-year-old son. And I am a certified yoga teacher, former public school teacher, and also I teach and perform dance. So the most exciting research that's come out is very recent from May. It was published in Neurology, and it showed that participants who practiced yoga for a month had almost 50% reduction in the number of headaches, and their medication use also went down about 50%. And this is quite comparable to any pharmaceutical preventive medication. So this is very exciting research, and I'm hoping that more will come out to confirm the benefits of yoga for migraine. So from a personal and research perspective, yoga does help migraine primarily because it activates the relaxation response in the body. Those of us living with migraine tend to have a very hyperactive and sensitive nervous system. So the more that we can deeply relax, the more we can become resilient to our internal and external triggers. People with migraine also have a unique experience of having a lot of neck and upper body tension. And I find yoga to be uniquely suited to help with this more than any other treatment for migraine. Also, at its heart, yoga is a practice of self-inquiry. So by observing yourself, your body, your emotions, your breath, we are able to give ourselves a little bit of distance from our instant reactions, so we become less reactive to our triggers and our internal emotions from all the ups and downs of living with migraine. And finally, it's just yoga provides that oasis that just feels good. It brings a sense of peace, especially those of us living with chronic migraine. It's so rare to actually feel good. So yoga can really help to just create that space of feeling good in the body. I just want to give a heads up that after the Mindfulness for Migraine series, I'm offering a Yoga for Migraine live online session in September. It's 8 weeks. It's live on 2 days per week. Plus you get the replays every week. So if you miss a class, you're not feeling well, or if you live in another time zone, you can still join us. And we will be joined by migraine yogis from across the world. It's a very exciting community. And for just Miles for Migraine participants, I'm offering a $20 discount. And if you go to yogamigraine.com, you can register and use this coupon code yoga for migraine for $20 off. And I'm excited so many people from Miles for Migraine are already starting to join us for our next session, September 10th. So as we get into our practice, number one thing is listen to your body, be gentle, modify anything that doesn't feel good, and we will begin. So me just set up a little bit here before we get into position. So all you need is your chair. I'm going to move into mine. And as we set up, you can prepare yourself to center, to notice your breath, closing your eyes if that feels comfortable, and observing what you're bringing to your chair this morning. You can sit at the edge of your chair, feet flat on the floor, spine long, noticing where your body has some tension, and also where your body has some comfort and relaxation. Welcoming the points of tension and relaxation equally in your body. And we'll begin with a very gentle breath. It's a breath where we'll take our two peace fingers in our right hand, bring them to the space between your brow, and you're going to close your right nostril with your thumb, and we're just going to breathe in through the left nostril 5 times. So here we go together. Inhale through the left, and exhale. Again on the left, inhale. Exhale left. Inhale. Exhaling. Taking the last 2 on your own. And when you finish, relax your thumb away from your nose. Just breathe normally here for a few breaths. This time we will close the left nostril with the ring finger and breathe through the right side for 5 rounds. Inhaling right, and exhale right. Inhale, exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale. And last 2 on your own through the right. When you're done, lowering the right hand and observing just in those few minutes of focusing our breath, if you notice any difference in your body, in your mind. And slowly opening the eyes if they are closed. If you have your chair, we're going to come in front of the chair. So I'm going to move so you can see here, but we're going to come right behind our chair and do some nice forward folds. If you don't have a chair, have a couch, have a table, that works just as well. So we'll stand a few feet away from the chair and then gently bring your forearms to the chair, bring your head to your forearms, and then walk yourself back so your feet are right under the hips. And letting yourself settle into this gentle forward fold. Belly draws in, lengthening the upper back, Imagine sending your tailbone behind you, the whole spine lengthening on inhale. And then on exhale, letting it all go. Softening the forehead, the eyes, allowing the jaw to slacken. And you can continue to stay here if that feels good. If you want to get a little bit more of a stretch in your spine, we're going to now place the hands on the back of the chair and walk back so that you can straighten your arms, heels right under the hips, pressing the top of the chair with the palm of the hand. Ears line up with your upper arms. And this is now a half downward dog. So drawing the belly in, lengthening the tailbone behind you, pressing with the palms of the hands. Feel that nice deep stretch in the upper back. Let's take 2 more nice full breaths here. Good, and we'll slowly walk your feet back up towards your chair and let the head be the last thing to come up. You can even use your hand to help push your forehead back. And just standing tall, letting yourself recalibrate here. Now we're going to do a few more standing poses. Again, you don't need a mat. You can just do it right on your floor. We're going to step the right foot forward, just almost so the heels line up with the toes. And we're coming into a bow and arrow pose with our arms to work out any tension in the upper back. So with your right hand, make a fist and bring your hand a little bit higher than your eye level. Bring your other hand to meet it like you're ready to draw a bow and arrow. Inhale, pull the left arm back, feeling that work in the upper back, and then exhale back together. Good. Inhale, drop back. Exhale, relax. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, relax. One more. Inhale, pull back. And exhale, relax. Good. Bring it back. And we'll change sides. So stepping that left foot forward, just about a foot or so. The left hand and fist come a little higher than eye level. Bring the other hand to start your bow and arrow. Pull back. Inhale. And exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, feel the muscles in between the shoulder blades contract. And back, last one. Inhale. And exhale, bring it back. Feet back together. And we'll come into a swaying palm tree pose. So for this one, you'll have your feet about hip distance apart. Interlace your fingers, push the sky away from you. Now draw the shoulders up to the ears just so you can feel that, and then draw them all the way down so your neck has lots of space. Take a breath in. Exhale, fold to your left. Inhale, back to center. See how straight you can keep those arms to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Straightening and reaching. Pressing the palm of the hand towards the sky. Exhale. Inhale, center, shoulders down. Exhale, keeping those shoulders stacked. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. those shoulders out a few rounds. Feel all the blood rushing into those fingers. And reverse your circle. Excellent. Let's finish out our standing with a windmill pose. This is where you get to just sway those arms side to side. Feet are a little wider than the shoulders, and you can let your heel twist with it. So this is a nice thing to do if you've just been sitting a while. Just shake it all out. Your hands are kind of slapping the sides of your arms. Take it as slow as you'd like. Good. One more to each side. Very nice. Coming back to center. So now we'll finish out in our chair, and we'll do one of my favorite neck exercises that you can do at any time. For people living with migraine, I recommend stretching your neck many times during the day, and it's an easy thing to do no matter where you are. So for this, we are going to hold the bottom of our chair with the right hand. You're sitting on the edge of the chair, feet flat, and then lean yourself to the left. Let the head lean to the left. So your left ear is reaching towards the left shoulder. So you should feel that nice stretch on the right side. And just visualize your breath flowing into the neck, opening the right side of the neck. And then draw the chin forward another inch or two. Find a new stretch in the neck. Good. Now release the grip of the chair. Bring your hands back to the thighs, and then let the chin roll all the way to the chest. Take one hand to the forehead and gently push your head back without using the neck at all. Wonderful. Let's switch sides. With the left hand holding the bottom of the chair, we'll lean over to the right, and then let the head go right. Breathing, opening up the neck. The more you lean, the deeper the stretch. Let every breath release tension. And then draw the chin forward another inch or two, finding a new stretch. Very nice. Bring your hand back to your thigh, come back to center, and then chin straight down to the chest. One hand to the forehead, push yourself back up. Excellent. Let's do a couple twists. So from here, you're actually going to come sideways on your chair, and then bring both hands to the sides of your chair here. So you're in a twist. You can hold on to either side of the chair, shoulders pulled down. Inhale, lengthening the spine. As you exhale, twist even deeper into that. You can imagine that your left hand is pulling, your right hand is pushing on the chair. If you like to deepen the twist, look over one shoulder. Lengthening the spine on inhale. Exhale, see if you can go any amount deeper in that twist. And as you take your next exhale, slowly unwind. And we will switch sides. From sideways on your chair, taking both hands and twist to hold the sides of the backs of the chair. Looking good. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist towards the back. Shoulders down, neck long. Inhale, lengthening the crown of the head towards the sky. Exhale, come a little deeper into the twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Take one more breath here. And exhale, slowly unwind yourself. Feeling the whole upper body full of brand new circulation. And we'll finish out with a couple options. So I'll turn so you can see the options a little better. So we're coming into a forward fold on the chair. So you're still on the edge of the chair or even your couch. The first option is simply to come to the forearms while keeping your upper body above your knees. Once you're here, if you'd like, you can let the head go and experience that little traction in the neck. If that at all makes you feel dizzy or uncomfortable, just bring your head back to be level with the spine. And then another option, if you know that you're not sensitive to having your head lower than your heart, you can actually dangle yourself all the way down to the floor for a deeper forward fold. Again, check in with your body. If that feels uncomfortable, come back to the thighs. Everything just melting towards the earth. Feeling completely relaxed. Take 2 more breaths wherever you are. And then we're slowly going to roll ourselves up. You can use your hands to help press yourself. Let the head be the last thing to come up. Use your hand to push your forehead back. And then taking a couple moments here and observing how just 20 minutes of yoga has affected you. Perhaps you feel a little more spacious, a little more relaxed. And when you're ready, opening eyes if they're closed. And I thank you all so much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Miles for Migraine Education Day. Thank you guys.